looks to me like you guys have found the monster there, to be honest with you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Well, that'd be good morning here in Vancouver on the West Coast. Good afternoon to those that are on the East Coast, and good evening to our European friends. It's nice to have everybody on this call today, and we're here to discuss the news release that Arctic Star put out this morning. Just to make sure that everybody gets this news release, let me tell you one thing in my own humble opinion. Basically, we have two world-class exploration geologists that have discovered diamond mines before, both using a different technique to determine the outcome or the likely outcome of a bulk sample, and using a different technique, they came to the same conclusion. Anyways, I see we have Stefan Bogner is on the line, and he also put out a report today based on Arctic Star's news. Stefan, maybe you can say hello to any of our German friends we have online.
Yes, hallo. Guten Abend auch an unsere ganzen deutschen Freunde hier. Ich weiß nicht, ob ihr alle mit dabei seid, es ist schon ziemlich spät, aber vielleicht seht ihr auch das Recording. Yes, I had a report on Arctic Star today also a little bit explaining the results today. And you can find the report on rockstoneresearch.com. I can show it to you real quickly here. Here it is. So yeah, I thought it was fantastic news from Arctic Star, and I was even buying myself today in the market. And yeah, look at the report. It's 8 pages, and I explained a little bit about the results, but also about the background about Chuck Fipke and about his lab and how significant actually his statements were that you saw in the news release. So take a look at the report. You can see it on rockstoneresearch.com, and yeah, let's take it from here.
Thanks, Stefan. Now if we could move over to the president of Arctic Star, Mr. Pat Power. Pat, just go ahead. We can put the news release up if you like.
Sure. So one of the big things in diamond exploration is the physical relationship to the indicator minerals that grow with diamond. Diamonds are very rare, but the indicator minerals that grow with diamond, they have to grow touching diamond or as inclusions in diamonds, are much more common. So that's one of the ways that we actually look for these intrusions. After we find them, the chemical makeup and the composition of these grains that grow with diamond tell us a lot about the quality and the amount and a whole bunch of different things about the population of diamonds. So one of the things we did is we sent all of our new kimberlites, which is 4, to Chuck Fipke's lab, who's kind of the godfather of chemistry of diamonds in the world, and specifically is his dominance of Lac de Gras, which he discovered back in the day. We sent all our kimberlites there, and we got back mineral chemistry from Sequoia. And Sequoia is really, really important to us because Sequoia probably is by far the largest intrusion in the territories. So we're right beside the mines with Sequoia, 18 kilometers away from Diavik, 30 kilometers away from Makati. So we're right where we should be in the world of discovery. But this is a very, very large intrusion. It's going to provide massive tonnage. So we were delighted to hear that when Chuck came back with the minerals contained within that pipe are telling him that we have large diamond population in that pipe. And Buddy came out with the same kind of result coming from a different angle. He does size frequency curves. And the reason he hasn't talked about it a lot is we still don't have a lot of tonnage from that pipe. We only have like a small coffee table, half of a coffee table. That's what we submitted to be fused, which is tiny, considering this intrusion's like a 1,000 meters long by 200 to 300 meters wide. So it's a micro dot of a sample. So Buddy doesn't want to talk about it until he gets more tons out of it, but his size frequency curves were saying the same thing as Chuck's physical indicator mineral work. There's going to be large diamonds there. And so the indicators that he's finding, the long and the short of it, they have to touch diamond to grow, or they have to be an inclusion inside a diamond. Now, the chemistry we're getting from that, Chuck, over the last 30 years, has collected all the data around the world from all these different mines of inclusions that came from broken diamonds that were large. So he's got all these deals with all these different producing diamond companies around the planet. So there's a certain composition to your chromites, your G10s, your eclogitics. If the chrome is high over this number, they only exist in large diamonds. So he came back to us about 2.5 weeks ago saying, I'm starting to see these things everywhere. And it's exciting for us because it looks like a Victor, a Lucara, Letzing, and from, it's his Akati. He found Akati. He's done every single bit of indicator mineral work on Akati over the last 30 years. He's saying it's better than Akati. At one point, he said it's the best result he's ever seen in his mineral history working with diamonds. So that makes us extremely happy. And what we have to do now to really fulfill this is we have to take tonnage out of Sequoia, which we will do. Buddy wants to put a whole, because it's so large, Buddy wants to put a whole bunch of more holes into it, not looking for the big tonnage, but to kind of sample all around this kilometer long monster. And then we're going to come back in at one point and do a bulk sample, which will, between 10 tons and whatever Buddy thinks it's is necessary. But it's huge news because, as Chuck says, the diamonds are there. You're going to find very large diamonds, and they tend to be, with lergolitic chemistry like this is, very, very clear diamonds. So it's a really nice quality diamond. Every X amount of tons, you get one of these large stones, and Chuck and Buddy both feel very confident that we're going to achieve that when we take some tons out of this. So it's a huge news release for us. It justifies what we've been doing, and Buddy's serious about a lot of things were missed in the early days of Lac de Gras. We're proving those out, and commercial stones are going to be found of like, those are exciting numbers. And just for a little background, the most productive phase of any of Akati's pipes was a lergolitic phase, just like this, that provided the biggest diamonds that ever came out of Akati and the best diamonds per carat. So the most pricey diamonds that ever came out of Akati came out of a phase that was lergolitic, just like this chemistry, out of Akati. So Chuck said it's even better than that. We're getting more abundant so every grain he's found that he's excited about, every single grain has touched a large diamond in its growth. So that's how many large diamonds are out there. We've got a huge amount of grains, like many of these beautiful large diamond grains. So it's exciting, and it's something that we're going to expand on. In about 7 to 10 days, we'll be flying the entire property with EM mag with a helicopter, 75-meter spacings, because we believe there's a lot more to be discovered here. De Beers flew 250-meter spacings in the early 90s. We tried to buy that data from them a couple of weeks ago, and we're told in no uncertain terms to go away. So it kind of makes us happy because, as De Beers does, they like to hide a lot of things. But that will be flown on, I believe, September 20th. So just a couple of weeks away, or less than a couple of weeks away. So that information will be coming out. Plus, we'll have the rest of our diamond results, I believe, next week sometime. Company's looking very good. We're getting a great response from a lot of the people that have been in diamonds in the past. We believe this news will actually stimulate the majors to step forward, which we're not really overly keen on at this moment. We want to develop this more before they step in, but we believe we'll have interest coming from that part of the diamond world. And yeah, it was super exciting, and we look forward to doing a lot more work in the future on this.
Do you want to go over this graph at all?
Yeah, that's Buddy's size frequency graph, and he can project into the larger stones. He can see them, but his constant confidence level was hugely boosted when Chuck came in with his mineral chemistry that said the same thing. There's going to be massive stones in here, and he's talking 50 carats or larger. So that's what makes mines. That's what Lucara. Every once in a while they pull up a 1,000+ carat stone, and they're really nice stones. They don't have a lot of inclusions in them, and that's what this chemistry is famous for. So Chuck says we have the best chemistry in the laserlytic world that he's ever seen. So that's a big statement coming from probably the number one person that lives on the planet in geochemistry is associated with diamonds. So this is Buddy's curve, and it does need more tonnage to make him feel comfortable to speak about it the way he likes to speak about it. But when you do get the tonnage, he said it is highly accurate. When he did Diavik, he was within 0.1 of a, it's super accurate as long as you provide tonnage that gives you a better sample that, you know, the more you have, the better, the more accurate it is. And that's based on only like 200 kilos of fusion material. So it's not enough, but he does feel super happy that the real physical indicators are telling me exactly the same thing. So it's good stuff.
And yeah, if you want to have any questions for Pat, just allow it to unmute yourself so you can go away and ask if you like.
I know it's a little bit, the information is a little bit technical, but it's a starting point. But the basis and the flat line is here. There's going to be very large diamonds in this kimberlite. We just need to take a bulk sample, and that will happen.
How much money do we have right now to keep going to do the helicopter, et cetera?
We have about 650,000 in the till. The survey is 900,000. That includes a 10% contingency. We're going to be doing a very, very, very small financing tomorrow, 600 grand. It's going to be done at 15 cents, and it's going to be done with people that have an interest in diamonds. So it's going to be done at a slight premium to the market, and just enough to cover off the survey.
How much was that again, Pat? 650?
We have 650 in the till. We're going to be doing a private placement for $600,000 at 15 cents announced tomorrow.
Okay, great. I got it. So that
That's
will.
it. We're going to make a really big push not to raise money that we don't need. So as the programs come up, we'll selectively, with the right people, you know, bring that money in to get the programs done. We don't want to raise excess money at all.
Yeah, I totally hear you on that. By the way, yeah, congratulations to you and Buddy for sticking with this for so long and how well it's gone now. It looks to me like you guys have found the monster there, to be honest with you.
Well, you know, I give a super amount of credit to Buddy. We're following his philosophy here. And Buddy and I work for a team a very, very long time now in the diamond world. And, you know, Buddy comes up with the ideas. I support him with the financial part of it and getting it out to the market. And it's been a really successful thing. And it's been really hard. I mean, think about COVID, like last year. Diamonds virtually died for a moment because all the retails were closed, and it was just a big, big mess. And it's come back super strong. And we're the only people doing this pretty well. I mean, there are a few other groups out there, but it's really nice to see Buddy, his ideas being, you know, they were put to the test, and they're shining right now. And I'm super proud of him in particular because he's
I totally agree for both of you guys to keep with this. And I know, you know, I've been with it for a long time with you guys. And I mean, I really think you guys have found it now, which is fantastic, you know, great for you guys. I'm thrilled.
Oh, thank you very much. It's much appreciated.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. What's that?
Thanks for sticking in there.
Oh yeah, no problem. No, I know. I'm increasing now, like people would. I mean, I think that what you found now in the news is like the best. I mean, you know, I was expecting a lot less than what you've now come out with. You know, it just looks like it's just a monster. So that's fantastic. I really look forward to the future for all of us.
Thank you.
Okay, Pat, thanks.